Good afternoon, everyone. Virgo here. It is September 14th, 2019, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday and a great start to your weekend. So, I wanted to make sure that I got this out to you guys right away. This was released from Associated Press and the San Francisco Chronicle this morning. This is with regards to a 40-year prison sentence that was handed out to a man for fake legal filings. In Fort Myers, Florida, a Florida man has been sentenced to 40 years in prison for filing numerous fake legal documents against public officials and others, as I have found out. Lee County court records show that 45-year-old Randall Rosado was sentenced Friday. He was convicted in July of 6 counts of unlawful retaliation against public officials and 13 counts of simulating legal process. Authorities say Rosado created his own court and then filed arrest warrants, fictitious court orders, and liens against real judges, the Lee County Clerk of Court, and several lawyers. In addition, many of the fake filings were related to foreclosures. All right, so let's talk about this just for a second here. If you recall, back in July of 2018, I had to get on the phone and contact the FBI over threats that were made in addition to a false arrest warrant that was put out online against the owner and operator of the Virgo Triad show. And the reason behind that was, of course, because I had read a Southern Poverty Law Center article that included one of their cronies, and they did not want that information out. They did not want that man's information out associated with that Southern Poverty Law Center Hate Watch article. They were very irritated and as a result put up a fake arrest warrant. Then, after the FBI was contacted, they removed that arrest warrant, stating, or at least claimed that they removed it, even though it's still floating around, and claimed that they moved it to the human tribunal of theirs or what have you. All of that being, of course, like a kangaroo court. It is a fake government. It is a fake, these are fake authorities. They're not real. There's nothing real about it. And they take this very seriously, though. They get very irritated with anyone who speaks out against them. And as a result, they do really nasty things. And had they had my actual personal information, they may have gone as far as to file a false lien against me. And this is the next best thing to try to smear my name online. But regardless, this is a good example of exactly how this begins. Now, this man actually went as far as to go not only for the court clerk, some attorneys, and several other people, as it turns out, just normal everyday people, not of any kind of authority. This gentleman also went as far as to file against real judges, too. But in addition to arrest warrants and pretending like he has his own court and all of these other things, he also was involved in the Moorish kind of disaster that they do pertaining to foreclosures, where they'll go and they'll hunt down different foreclosures that they think they can get into and file falsified documentation with regards to those foreclosures and attempt to try to get basically free property. So this particular article is a warning to all of you that believe that you can do this. 40 years is a long time for filing some fraudulent paperwork that never would have worked in the first place. They're cracking down on it now. We've seen it with many arrests that have occurred over the last 3 months. A lot of the Moors are being taken down because of this. And, of course, others that, like to try to pretend like they're forming their own government on United States land and then claiming that they have some kind of authority when in reality they have actually none. So once again, 40 years for filing fake legal filings. This is finally starting to catch up to some of these groups that are they're LARPing around and pretending to be something that they're not and harassing people for their property, so on and so forth. So again, I just wanted to make sure that you guys were aware of it. The link will be in the description or pinned to the top of the comments section for you guys to go ahead and take a look at it. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.